Happy Valentine's Day from Vibes AI. It was 2 years ago that we began this journey of bringing restorative audio to you, and today I would like to celebrate that milestone with a musing on the heart. What I want to talk about is the intelligence of the heart. Your heart knew before you did. There is something inside you that's never stopped loving. Through every wound, every disappointment, every moment when you believed love had abandoned you forever, something within you continued to beat, continued to pulse, continued to hold the rhythm of life itself. That was your heart. And today, on this day that we've set aside to honor love, I want to invite you into a radical remembering. Not the love you seek outside yourself, not the love you hope someone will give to you, but the love you already have, the love you already are, the love that lives in the 40,000 neurons of your heart, the love that radiates from your chest in an electromagnetic field so vast that it can be measured 6 feet beyond your body. You are a beacon. You've always been a beacon. And what you broadcast into the world begins with the frequency you hold within. For centuries, we believed the brain was the master, that the heart simply pumped blood following orders from above. But we were wrong. Your heart contains its own neural network, a brain within your chest. It learns and it remembers. It makes decisions independent of the mind. And here's the revelation that changes everything. 80% of the signals traveling between your heart and brain flow upward from the heart to the brain, not the other way around. Your heart is not taking orders. Your heart is giving them. When you say you knew something in your heart before your mind understood, you're speaking biological truth. The heart perceives first. The heart feels first. The heart knows first. And only then does it inform the mind. This means something profound for your healing, for your transformation, for the life that you're creating in every moment. You cannot think your way to love, and you cannot analyze your way to peace, and you cannot reason your way to wholeness. You must feel your way there, and the heart is your guide. Consider this. You are not as solid as you appear. 70% of your body is water. Your brain is 73% water. Your heart the same. You are a river in human form, a flowing, ever-changing expression of the most yielding element on earth. Water does not resist. It does not fight. It flows around obstacles, and it finds the path of least resistance. And yet, given time, water carves canyons, shapes continents, transforms the very face of the earth. And this is your nature. You are not fixed. You're not finished. You grow every day. You are not carved in stone and incapable of change. You are fluid. And like water, you respond to vibration. Sound travels through water 4 times faster than through air. And when you hear these words, they're not simply entering your ears. They are moving through every cell of your body, through the water that makes up your tissues, your organs, and your heart. So what intentions are you carrying in your waters? What frequencies have you absorbed from the world around you? And most importantly, what new vibrations are you willing to receive? Because here is what the mystics have always known, and science is beginning to confirm. Water holds information. It responds to intention. It crystallizes around the frequencies that it encounters. And you are made of this responsive, intelligent, sacred water. And today, we're going to fill you with the frequency of love. Unconditional. I want to say that word slowly. Unconditional. Without conditions, without requirements, without the endless negotiations we have learned to call love. I will love you if. I will love you when. I will love you as long as. This is not love. This is transaction. This is contract. This is fear dressed up in the clothing of affection. Unconditional love asks nothing. It expects nothing. It demands nothing in return. It does not love because of. It loves despite. It loves regardless. It loves in the face of every reason not to. And here is the secret that will set you free. Unconditional love must begin with yourself, not as selfishness and not as narcissism, but as the foundation without which no other love is possible. How can you offer what you do not possess? How can you give from an empty well? How can you radiate a frequency you have never allowed yourself to receive? You cannot. The love you seek in another's eyes must first be found in your own mirror. So there are pieces of yourself that you've sent away. There are aspects of your being you deemed unworthy. There are emotions that you were taught to suppress, desires that you buried so deep that you forgot they existed, and needs that you learned to call selfish, wounds that you hide even from yourself. These exiled parts do not disappear. They live in the shadows of your psyche, running patterns you cannot see, creating outcomes that you don't understand. They knock on the door of your consciousness in the form of anxiety, depression, addiction, illness, and they ask to be welcomed home. Unconditional love is the welcome. It says to the frightened child within, I see you, I accept you, you belong here. It says to the angry teenager, your rage makes sense, your rebellion was wisdom, come home. It says to every wounded aspect of self, you are not broken, you were never broken, you were adapting, you were surviving, and now you are safe enough to heal. This is not a one-time event, this is a daily practice, a moment-by-moment choice to meet yourself with the same tenderness you would offer a beloved child. Can you offer yourself what you've been waiting for someone else to give? This is the beginning of everything. In Sanskrit, the heart center is called anahata. The word means unstuck, unhurt. This is not denial. The ancient seers were not pretending that life does not wound us. They were pointing to something deeper, a place within the heart that remains whole no matter what has touched it. You have loved and lost. You have trusted and been betrayed. You have opened and been wounded. Your heart has known pain that you thought would destroy you. And yet, here you are. Your heart still beating, still capable of feeling, still, despite everything, capable of love. This is not weakness. This is not foolishness. This is the most extraordinary strength in the universe. The heart that loves is the heart that risks. The heart that opens is the heart that may be wounded. There is no courage without vulnerability, no intimacy without exposure, no love without the possibility of loss. And still, the heart loves, because that is its nature. That is what it is made to do. That is the frequency at which it vibrates when all the interference is cleared away. You're not trying to create love within yourself. You are removing what obstructs the love that is already there. Now, I want to talk about the compound effect of small devotions, because everything you do repeatedly becomes who you are. This is not philosophy, this is neuroscience. Every thought you think creates a neural pathway. Every pathway you use becomes stronger. Every pattern you repeat becomes automatic. And eventually what required effort becomes effortless, what was conscious becomes unconscious, and what you practiced becomes what you are. But this works in both directions. So if you've practiced self-criticism, it has become your inner voice. If you've practiced worry, it has become your default state. If you've practiced unworthiness, it has become your identity. And here is the liberation. You can practice something new, starting now and starting today, one small devotion at a time. So what if every single day you performed one random act of kindness just for yourself? Not a grand gesture, not an expensive gift, not something you have to earn through productivity or suffering. Simply one moment of tenderness, one choice that says, I matter, my comfort matters, my joy matters. A warm cup of tea held with both hands received as medicine. 3 minutes of stillness before the day begins. A hand placed on your own heart the way you would comfort someone you love. Or one boundary honored, one no spoken with kindness, one need attended to without apology. These are not small things, these are the seeds of transformation. Plant one today, and one tomorrow, and one the day after that. And in a year, you will not recognize your inner landscape. In a year, the garden within you will have bloomed in ways you cannot imagine from where you stand now. Think of yourself a year ago. You've changed since then. And next year at this time, you will also be different. Each moment, choose to change towards the you you've always dreamed of being. There's a practice so simple, it seems almost foolish to mention. And yet, this practice has more power to transform your life than almost any other. And it's called gratitude. But I don't want you to think of it as a spiritual bypass. It's not a denial of pain. It's not pretending everything is fine when it's not. I want you to think of it as a deliberate retraining of attention, a conscious choice to notice what is working, what is supporting you, what is already present that you have stopped seeing. Because when you practice gratitude of these things, your brain releases dopamine, the neurotransmitter of reward and pleasure. It releases serotonin, the same pathway targeted by antidepressant medications. It releases oxytocin, the hormone of connection and bonding. So gratitude is not just nice. Gratitude is chemistry. And more than chemistry, it is a portal to presence, because you cannot be grateful for something in the past or the future. Gratitude only lives in now, in this breath, in this moment, and in whatever small mercy is available to you right here. So maybe there's 3 things you think of each morning before your feet touch the floor. 3 things that you're grateful for, spoken aloud or written down or simply held in the warmth of your awareness. Do this for a week and you'll feel different. Do this for a month and you will think differently. Do this for a year and you will become different. Because gratitude is not something you do. Gratitude is someone you become. So let me ask you something. Who are you practicing being? Every day, through 1,000 small choices, you are rehearsing a role, reinforcing a character, building a self that will walk into tomorrow. Are you practicing fear or trust? Are you practicing contraction or expansion? Are you practicing judgment or compassion? Are you practicing separation or connection? And I want you to be very honest with yourself, because your life is the sum of what you have practiced. And here is the invitation of this moment. You can begin a new rehearsal. Not by hating who you have been, not by shaming yourself for the patterns you have carried, but by simply, gently starting to practice something else. When you catch yourself in criticism, pause, take a breath, offer one word of kindness. When you notice you're abandoning your own needs, pause, take a breath, ask yourself what you require. When you feel the familiar contraction of unworthiness, pause and take a breath. Place your hand on your heart and say, I'm learning a new way. This is not weakness. This is the most powerful thing a human being can do, to consciously choose their own becoming. I want to talk about the ripple effect, because you do not end at your skin. Around you, extending outward in every direction, is a field of electromagnetic energy, your biofield. It pulses with your heartbeat. It shifts with your emotions. It broadcasts information that others receive whether they know it or not. When you walk into a room, your field walks in with you. When you meet another person, your fields interpenetrate. When you hold someone you love, your hearts begin to synchronize, two rhythms finding their way toward one. And this is not metaphor, this is measurable. This is the physics of connection. And it means that your inner state is never just private. What you hold in your heart radiates. What you feel in your body broadcasts. What you believe about yourself becomes a frequency that others attune to or resist. When you heal yourself, you create a field effect. When you love yourself, you make it easier for others to love themselves. When you find peace, you become a beacon of peace for everyone your field touches. You're not separate. You've never been separate. Your biofield is part of a vast web of electromagnetic connection that includes every living being on this planet. So if you want the world around you to be kinder, be kind to yourself first. If you want the world around you to be more loving, love yourself first. If you want the world around you to be more conscious, more aware, more evolved, do that work in your own heart first. Because this is not selfishness, this is physics. You cannot give what you do not have. You cannot radiate what you do not embody. And you cannot teach what you have not learned. But when you have learned it, when you've practiced it until it has become you, then you do not need to preach. You do not need to convince. You simply live, and your living becomes permission for others to do the same. One healed heart heals the hearts around it, not through effort, not through trying, simply through presence, through frequency, through the electromagnetic truth of coherence. Be the love you wish to receive. Be the kindness you wish to witness. Be the transformation you wish to see. Not tomorrow, not when you are more worthy, not when you have fixed yourself. Now, today, with all your imperfections intact, because perfection is not required for love. Love is what allows perfection, your true nature, to emerge. So here's a blessing for the beloved. May you remember that your heart is wise. May you trust the intelligence that beats within your chest, the knowing that precedes thought, the guidance that bypasses the mind's endless commentary. May you soften into the waters of your own being, fluid, changeable, capable of carving new paths through whatever obstacles appear. May you offer yourself the unconditional love you've been seeking in 1,000 external sources, the love that asks nothing, requires nothing, and accepts everything. May you practice one small kindness towards yourself each day and watch those kindnesses accumulate into transformation you cannot yet imagine. May you feel the truth of your connection, your biofield touching every living thing, your frequency contributing to the greater symphony of existence. And may you know, not believe but know, that you are the love at the heart of the universe, temporarily experiencing itself in human form. So let's close with an experience. I want you to sit comfortably. Let your spine be upright but not rigid. Let your body find the alignment it knew before it learned to carry the weight of the world on its shoulders. And close your eyes. Bring your attention to your heart, the physical organ in your chest. Feel it beating. This heart has been faithful to you since before you were born. It beat in the darkness of the womb. It has beaten through every joy and every sorrow, and it beats now in this moment for you. Place your hand there and feel the warmth of your palm against your chest. This simple touch activates your nervous system. It signals safety. It says, I am here, I am with you. And now, let's begin a breath of coherence. I want you to breathe in through your nose for 4 counts. Hold it gently for 4 counts, and then exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. So let's breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue doing this as this rhythm becomes more natural and let it carry you deeper. Eventually, you will return to whatever state of breath your body needs. So now imagine a warm, rose gold light beginning to glow in your chest. And with each breath, this light grows brighter and more radiant, and it fills your heart space entirely. This is the color of unconditional love. This is the frequency of acceptance. This is the light that your heart naturally generates when all obstruction is cleared away. Let this light expand beyond your heart, into your chest, your shoulders, your throat. Let it flow down through your belly, your hips, your legs, to the very soles of your feet. Let it rise up through your neck, your face, and the crown of your head until your entire body is glowing and radiating, broadcasting this frequency of love. Now, from this place of fullness, allow whatever the heart wants to tell you to arise. Not a word you think, not a word that emerges from your brain, something that comes from the heart. Whatever word arises, whatever thought it is, receive it, because this is your heart speaking to you. It knows what you need. This is the message it's been trying to deliver. And if it comes to you as a word, say it silently to yourself 3 times. Whether it's a word or a feeling or an emotion, let it settle into your cells, into the water of your being, into every particle of your existence. Now let us close with the seed sound of the heart. This is an ancient vibration mantra that has opened heart centers for thousands of years. And it is the sound Yam. So you take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you let the sound emerge from the center of your chest. So you inhale, Yam. Again, inhale deeper. And one final time, let the whole body become the sound. Inhale. And rest in the silence that follows. Feel your heart. Feel its intelligence. Feel its love. This is who you are. This has always been who you are. Carry this knowing with you today and tomorrow and every day that follows. You are the love that you have been seeking. The practice has already begun. Today is the day we have set aside to honor love. But love is not a day. Love is not a holiday. Love is not a transaction requiring cards and flowers and proof. Love is a practice, a daily returning to kindness, a moment-by-moment choice to soften, a lifetime accumulation of small devotions that eventually become who you are. Start today. Start now. One act of kindness for yourself, one breath of gratitude, one moment of allowing your heart to simply be without judgment, without requirement, and without condition. Do this tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. And in a year, you'll look back at this moment and marvel how far you have traveled. Not by great leaps, but by small steps, daily, consistent, devoted. The heart that transforms is the heart that practices transformation. The love that heals is the love that shows up again and again, especially when it's hard. You have everything you need: the intelligence, the capacity, the frequency. It lives in your chest, and it beats for you even now. Trust it. Follow it. Become it. Become a Vibes AI Plus subscriber on Apple Podcasts. Get ad-free, early access to our 30 and 60-minute sessions designed to boost your cognitive health. Try it out today with our 3-day free trial. Not on Apple Podcasts? No worries. Hit the link in our show notes and get in on the vibes.